Good. It is commonly understood that pacing, or the ability for an athlete to correctly allocate their energy expenditure across competition, will have a significant effect on the outcome of the performance. Over recent years, there has been a substantial amount of research investigating the most beneficial way for an athlete to pace based on the individual attributes of the sport. Research into the most effective pacing strategy is tremendously complex due to the multiple external forces such as environmental conditions, the nature of the sport, and the internal factors of the individual athlete. It is widely recognised that there are 6 commonly used pacing strategies. Across the duration of this presentation, I will focus on the 3 prominent types of pacing strategies: the physiological effect on their body, while exploring the current literature identifying the gap in the pacing strategies. The concept of a negative pacing strategy is to increase athletes' speed across the duration of the event. Abbasis and Lawson found that the negative pacing strategy may advance extended exercise performances by reducing carbohydrate exhaustion. Furthermore, Matten et al. Provided evidence indicating that the athlete will experience lower blood lactate levels in negative pacing strategy, indicating that athletes will intensity increases are common towards the end of the event. Figure 1 describes the relationship between power, speed, and total distance at 3,000 metre track cycling events, indicating that the closer the athlete is towards the finish, the greater the speed and power produced. Negative pacing appears to be very common in middle distance cycling events, with the majority of the research evolving in this area. All-out pacing strategy is formed around the scientific principles that the energy required to maintain a high level of speed is lower than the initial acceleration from a stationary position, according to Van Eden and Schoen. However, all-out pacing strategy is unable to continue for extended durations, as seen in Figure 2, as the athlete cannot sustain the required effort due to the body's poor ability to maintain anaerobic power. Based on this theory, all-out pacing is most beneficial in in short distance events such as a 100-metre sprint or short track cycling events. Variable pacing has been defined as the variation in exercise intensity. Atkinson et al. Observed subsequent physiological impacts on variable pacing, with 2 of 7 athletes unable to maintain the varying power output required. Multiple studies, including Atkinson et al. And Liddell et al., both have inconclusive evidence that finds the physiological determinant causing fatigue. However, there is evidence supporting the variable pacing use when compared to self-pacing and constant pacing. Atkinson et al. Found on average 5% increase in time trial times when variable pacing was used. The little research that is available has been conducted in a controlled manner, taking out the real-world application away from the study. Due to the varying manner of pacing strategy, the most beneficial events are long-distance events such as marathon running or long-distance cycling. In conclusion, it is well stated that an athlete's performance may be enhanced by the amount of effort endured at a particular area in the competition. While there are guidelines surrounding the best strategy of varying lengths of events, there has been a failure to investigate numerous other sports. With a heavy focus on cycling events, additional research is required to provide pacing with a holistic foundation. Therefore, future research should observe variations in pacing strategies for a range of sports.